So CBS continues to peddle the hypothesis that humans are causing the planet to warm as if this is a proven fact.
A new UN report sounds the alarm about the planet's failing health. It'll be
Stated as if this is fact, that the planet is in failing health.
in Monaco. And our Mark Phillips is there tonight with more on what's being called the most dire UN climate report ever.
You mean even more dire than the previous predictions that never came to pass?
The final wording of the UN's next climate report is being worked on overnight in this building.
And by the way, why didn't CBS preface this whole thing by explaining for viewers that the United Nations is basically a mouthpiece for the left? The United Nations is basically a cheerleader for globalism, socialism, communism, and of course, climophobia.
But it's expected to say that the ice in the Arctic and the Antarctic is melting far more quickly than was feared.
Imagine that. These guys are doing a victory lap after they said the Arctic would be ice-free by now. Gee, maybe it's because the Antarctic ice sheet has been growing.
Not only that, global warming is so advanced, so many tipping points may have been passed, that some of the more severe consequences of warming may now be inevitable.
Inevitable? Well, how about that? If we're already past the point of no return, like scientists said 2.5 years ago, then by their logic, there's nothing we can do about it.
Among the cited consequences, rising sea levels that displace hundreds of millions of people from coastal areas.
Really? Well, why did Al Gore and Obama buy houses on the beach? And why do investment bankers keep buying up Florida property along the beach? Obviously, they don't believe this hysteria.
Increased numbers of destructive storms.
Yeah.
Devastated fish stocks and even reduced supplies of drinking water. The report is the gloomiest prediction thus far of the UN's panel, which warns that if global emissions of greenhouse gases are not reduced, the consequences will be even worse.
There you go. The debate is over and the science is settled. And we're just going to ignore reports like this one out of Finland, which found that human activity can account for no more than a 0.01% rise in global temperatures.
Margaret?
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. I loved your propaganda piece.